Hi guys, it's Raven Scry here this morning. I know I haven't posted for a few days, and I've been getting some emails saying, is everything okay? And that actually means a real lot to me because, yeah, you guys obviously feel my absence, which, it's definitely special when you're noticed in this world. And I do feel very noticed by all of you guys anyway, but just sharing that. And I guess for those of you who have noticed me disappear, you've probably felt it on a different level because I have been going through quite a bit in the last week. And to give you an idea, I'm actually living in a rental property, and the landlords have decided that they just want to restump the whole house suddenly out of nowhere, and they didn't give me any notice, and it's been extremely disruptive to my own life and to my own workflow, and really brought up a lot around my own boundaries and what's okay, and bringing up a lot of sadness and stuff for me too around having a home that's mine, like it's something that I'm working toward and looking to manifest, hopefully in the more short term. But yeah, having landlords that just don't respect boundaries, and it's definitely very triggering, and it has been. So I've had to uproot myself and leave the house because the whole house has been cracking and moving as I've been in it, and banging and everything. So it's just been very disruptive and somewhat traumatic. And I guess depending who you are and how things affect you really comes into it. But for me, yeah, it's really played on some areas in my life, which has been very challenging. And I think too, particularly because of my sensitivity levels, my psychic medium self is extremely sensitive to energy, far and wide. So when it's right in my face like that, yeah, it's just very disruptive. So that's a bit about why I haven't been around, and that's continuing for the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to try and get some videos to you guys when I have the space. But yes, just know that that's where I've been. And so thank you to all of you guys checking in to see if I was okay. It means a lot, and you can obviously feel that I wasn't. All right, guys, so I've noticed the market has been doing crazy stuff over the last week. And, sometimes things have been moving so quickly, and it's like, wow, like we're really going to get there quickly and create this abundance. But then, there's these big drop backs and stuff. So, the nature of these whole cycles that are going on, it's quite exciting, and it's quite an exciting space to be in at this time. And there's just so many projects and so many that are actually doing quite well. So one project that's come into my space, and I've also got some interesting signs coming in, and particularly this morning. Now, this is a project called REEF, and it is quite a new project. So in some ways, it could be more risky than more sort of bigger projects that possibly move more slowly. But this project REEF feels like it could sort of do some quite significant moves. So I tuned in with Spirit, and they were talking about quick gains, things moving quite quickly for REEF. Now, they weren't overly specific as to when, but it feels as though it's not too far away in the way that they presented it. And they just kept reminding me of this project. So I just felt to share that today with you guys. Now, I know some of these newer projects are often on strange exchanges, or they're on MetaMask, or depending on your flow and whether you use MetaMask or other exchanges. But this one's on Binance, which makes it a little bit more mainstream and easier for some people, depending on how savvy you are in the space, or what your boundaries are to the way that you get involved with projects. So I also looked into the project a little bit more, and it's connected to the Polkadot ecosystem, which is right up there with the current trends that are showing to be quite positive, and DeFi, and it's just, it just feels all round. So if I look on a logical level, it's feeling like, this could be good. Then I connect into Spirit, and they're like, yes, and they show me some quite shooting gains that'll come for it. And then within it, there was also these signs that I kept getting, which was really the thing that gave me the nudge to mention it to you guys. And that was this morning. Now, when I'd already bought some of this project a couple of days ago, and one of the figures that were in my coins of how many, there was a 666, and I was like, oh, okay, look at that. There's always these triples and quadruple numbers going everywhere, it seems, through this whole process. And so I did notice that. But then today, strangely enough, I got a phone call this morning quite early, and I'm like, I don't know this phone number. And I kind of looked at it and I thought, okay, I'll answer. And it was a 666 right in the middle of the number. And the woman, rang me. She's like, hello, have you lost your dog? And I'm like, no, because I don't actually have a dog, a Labrador. She had this yellow Labrador. And she was asking me if it was mine because she thought that was my number on the tag that it had. And I just thought, okay, kind of thought nothing of it. And, I said no and good luck finding the owner. And then she went. And, that was all well and good. And I thought, that's interesting. I'm not sure what that was about. And then continued on with what I was doing. And then 10 minutes later, she calls again. And I said, hello, and you've got the wrong number again. And she said, oh, no, this time her son had helped her to read the tag and they again had called me. And I actually said to her, look, I don't believe that it's by chance that you've called me. Is there another reason? Who are you? What do you do? Is there some kind of hint here? And she was like, oh, you got a bit flustered. And, obviously maybe I was a little bit weird. I maybe sounded like a bit of a weirdo because I couldn't help her with her dog, but I was asking her strange questions. Anyway, she moved away and kind of said, oh, sorry again. I'll get on with finding the dog's owner. And I said, okay, have a good day and everything. And then I just sat there for a minute and I thought 2 times she called me. I was like, is there something else here? And, I didn't want to dwell on the situation because things just happen. I get that. But I was just kind of thinking, well, she didn't give me anything and I feel as though this could be part of it, is some of these symbols might speak to some of you, but, obviously the blatant one for me was the 666. So that spoke to me straight away of this project that I'd already linked. And it had come in twice, and I wasn't going to talk about REEF, but it was like, okay, yes, this is probably referencing REEF, and Spirit was kind of, yes, giving me a tick to that. But the other 2 symbols were something in regards to her son helping her to ring the number, to decipher what this number was, and some connection in that. And there was also reference to a yellow Labrador dog, which also could have some reference to you guys. So it's in the way that it could be aligning with any of you, with any of your symbols coming in. So yeah, this big yellow lab that had gone missing was one of them. And she was also, I think she said, from Coolum Beach, which is a suburb, I don't know, Queensland or somewhere like that. I'm not sure even. So anyway, yeah, they were the symbols that came through. And that was the little nudge to get me to share with you guys about REEF today. And I probably wouldn't have shared it if it wasn't for that lady calling me twice. So all things considered, this is not financial advice. And these newer projects are more risky. So keep that in mind. Always follow your own heart and intuition. Listen for your own signs and connect to the way that Spirit is perhaps talking to you individually, because it's also different. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Raven Scry signing off.